Welcome to iRacingTV episode 14. I'm your host, Kevin Bobbitt. We've got an exciting episode for you. First, we kick things off with an interview with Steve Louvender, the creator of Trading Paints. Next, Sean Sept heads to Canada. My co-host tagged along on a recent scanning trip and brought the video camera. Finally, we have an interview with DWC driver Josh Parker as he hits the track at Stafford Motor Speedway and goes real-world racing.
Before we get started, take a look at some upcoming content. We hope you enjoy this episode of iRacingTV.
My name's Steve Louvender. I'm the founder of TradingPaints.com, which is a tool for painting and iRacing using custom cars. Trading Paints gives a little bit more flexibility to the cars in iRacing. It lets people customize their paint schemes more than they typically could through the standard iRacing service. They can download our program and see other people's custom cars on the track. So if someone has a personal sponsor, they can put a logo on their paint scheme for their iRacing car and see it around the track. Really, I've been sim racing for as long as I remember. I'm 22 now, but I've been racing since I was 6, back with the very first NASCAR racing sim back in the 90s. My dad got the game for me, and I've really been hooked ever since. That's really what got me into racing, period, just having that game. And it's been cool to see things evolve over time, and now we have iRacing, which is really the pinnacle of all sim racing software out there, and it's just been it's been great. It's a lot of fun. When I first started out, I got a plan together of what exactly I'd like to do. I talked to a programmer friend of mine. His name's Sean Brandt. He's known for creating Race Points Manager, which is a way to completely track a league in iRacing or any other sim. I got together with Sean, and we put together this plan for Trading Paints. I kind of architected out how the site would work, and Sean is the one who actually put things into code and made things work the way they do. And he's involved a lot with the day-to-day upkeep and helping me out answer support emails and things like that. We have a lot of exciting things planned actually in the future. We're actually getting pretty close to rolling out a brand new website. We've had the same one for a few years now, but the new website is going to provide a much better user experience for all 14,000 of our registered drivers. We're going to introduce a bunch of new features and some new tools that will hopefully mesh in really well with iRacing's new upcoming league functionality. And give league owners some tools to manage paint schemes so they can download paint schemes from their league drivers all at once in a very easy way. We're also thinking of introducing kind of a discussion area so people can suggest features to us and discuss painting. There's just lots of things in store. Sean is working hard to kind of put my ideas into action, and it's great. It's great working with him, and it's really great being part of the iRacing community. iRacing supports us quite a bit, and they're big fans of ours, and we really like being part of this community. Yeah, I mean, a lot of things that I haven't expected have come out of starting Trading Paints. I certainly didn't expect to have such a following. I didn't expect there to be almost 15,000 people that are active on iRacing, active with us on Trading Paints. I was actually very fortunate enough to get some support from Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the beginning, so he's been a fan of ours, and it's great. I think I'm at the track today in part because of Trading Paints, and I've met so many great people. I've met lots of lots of iRacers, lots of pro drivers. It's just been really cool. It's great. It feels like I'm living out my dreams and kind of meshing in my professional aspirations in with that too. So it's nice to kind of work in web design and marketing, and combining it in with my favorite things, which are just racing in general and iRacing, my #1 hobby. So it's just great to put all that together.
Good morning, it's Sean with iRacingTV, coming to you live from Montreal, Canada. It's about 7 in the morning. I just woke up and we got a big day ahead of us. It's probably the final day of the scan of Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. And this is a project that we've been working on for about 3 years, and it's finally come together. And for some reason, the guys at the office thought I might be able to come down and help out. So I've got my measuring wheel, and I've got my passes, and I'm gonna get a shower together here, get myself together, and we're gonna head out to the racetrack. So it's gonna be an exciting day. I'm gonna take you along with me. So here we go. I've got my passes, and this is where we're going, folks. Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. It's happening right here on iRacingTV, and you're coming with me. Okay everyone, I'm here with our scanner extraordinaire, Dave Moulthrop. He's been all over the world scanning. In fact, we even talked to him in a previous iRacingTV episode. But he's taken some time out of his busy schedule to sit down with us and tell us a little bit about this project so far. It's Thursday, everyone knows it's about 6 p.m. We don't have much time left. Where are we so far in the project?
This is the third night, and the track is 2.7 miles for the regular race course, plus the pit lane, which is about half a mile, and we've done about half of the entire circuit, including the pit lane right now.
Excellent. So Dave, do you think we're going to make it all the way?
We have to. There's no question. We have to. It's not an option.
You've heard it here. We have no options. We're going to finish. It's going to take us all through tonight, and it's probably going to take us a little bit into tomorrow.
And we'll start as soon as we can find Kevin. But he's lost up here in Canada in the infield, and he doesn't speak any French.
Uh-oh, this is a real problem because I don't speak French. I don't think you do.
But he doesn't have a phone either.
Oh boy. Like I told you, it's going to be a long night, and the night is just beginning. And we're already missing one of our most important parts of this whole thing here. We're missing Kevin. So wish us luck as we try to go find him.
Well, I was over in the garage area and kind of got stuck, since it's a closed circuit, on the track and couldn't find a way out to shortcut across it, so I had to go for a little bit of a swim. I managed to find a hole in the fence and then figure out my way to over to the scanning van. Right here is our first scan of the night, the end of the straightaway before you get to the hairpin. It's about just a little past a quarter of the way done so far. So we got about another half hour until it's done, until we can move on to the next scan location. This is one of our first scans that we did of this trip. It's leading onto the front stretch right here, along with the beginning of pit road right there. And if we zoom out, I can give you an overview of how many scans we've done. So far we're 36 scans into this project, and a little over halfway. So that's the straightaway we're working right now, which we can take a little bit of a closer look at.
All right, so we're on track. We're scanning. It is 7 p.m. so that you can see that. 7 p.m. the sun's starting to go down, and this is where we are on track. Yeah, right there. Needless to say, we got plenty to go. I'm going to be doing everything I can to move the process forward, get the scans done on time, and I'm hoping I'm not going to be in the way too much. although my fellow scanners might have another thing to say about that.
We enjoy what we're doing, but it can be pretty demanding sometimes, especially in these closed circuits that are only available for 3 or 4 days a year, and it's either get it done or go home without it.
And we don't go home without it, right?
No, you don't want to face the wrath of buyers.
They grow big spiders here.
And how do you know that?
Because they've got a web through every opening in the catch fence.
And so this scanner picks up more than just the racetrack, Dave?
It'll pick up anything that's out there. It picks up the bugs flying in front of it, picks up the rays of the sun, it picks up dust.
Rays of the sun? What the heck are you smoking?
Oh, it does. It picks up rays of the sun. Ours doesn't work right.
That must be a new feature.
Brought Sean out here to the black hole. The black hole is when the scanner cannot see beyond an object, which is this raised hump right here, which is creating a path that the laser can't get over. So that the rumble strips here are out of sight because they're behind they're in the shadow of the rays. So we're out here surveying the black hole to figure out what we have to do next so that we have all the data of the rumble strips, which is important. There's nothing worse than a black hole.
It's nighttime here at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Scanning is well underway. Me and the team here have been making steady progress. There's no rain. As you can tell from the background, it's a beautiful night, and we're having a good time. So just wanted to check in, let you guys know what time it is. It's 9:35, and we'll be coming back to you throughout the evening. We got to meet an iRacing member named Frederick, who helped set up the deal to get Circuit Gilles Villeneuve licensed so that we can use it in sim. So you're going to be hearing from him in just a minute, and we feel really fortunate to have members like him and like all of you out there who help us bring awesome tracks like this into reality.
My name is Frederick J. I'm working here in Montreal, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, since 7 years doing the sign crew. Yeah, I got into iRacing by the need of racing, really. It was a cheap way for me to do this, enjoying myself behind the steering wheel without taking any risk on the track. I was wondering why the track was not there, and I asked people from iRacing, and they quickly answered me, like the day after. And yeah, he told me what it was all about, and I tried to put the city on our side. There was difficulties, you know, with the lawyers and stuff. Just had a couple of discussions with the city, finally trying to convince them that it was a good project. It worked. Then iRacing got it back, and we're here scanning the track.
It's about midnight now. You know, we're in it for the long haul. We've got another at least 6 hours to go. So I gotta tell you something. Scanning's a little boring, but it's important work, and we're gonna make sure we get through the whole night. Got my pillow here in case I get tired. Can have a little nap. But so far so good. It's midnight. We'll check in with you all later. Last update was about midnight, and now it is almost 2:30. We are rocking and rolling through this place, but I'll tell you, it's interesting work. Kevin and Dave and I were trying to stay awake, so we're getting into the latest part of the evening. But so far so good. I think we're gonna finish this guy tomorrow, and we'll be back at it a little bit later with another report. But I just thought I'd check in. Again, it's 2:30, and I'll catch you all later. Good morning. It is, I think, close to 5:30. Let me double check that. 5:50. There we go, folks. And as you can see, the sun is up. It's about 3-4 hours since I did the last update. I missed kind of a, you know, late night, early morning update because I was asleep in the van. Which is to say that I think I'm going to keep my day job in the office because I let the guys down, and I missed one of the video updates I was supposed to do. So this stuff's pretty hardcore, let me tell you. It requires a lot of ability to stay up. which I didn't have this morning. So anyway, it's okay. Sun's up. Look at this dynamic background here. We've got the beautiful biodome. We've got a sunrise, and we're on our way back to the pit entrance, which is where we're going to finish our scan of the entire facility. So, you know, it was a lot of effort, 12 hours for 3/4 of a mile or so, but look where we are. We're rounding third base, headed towards home. So thanks for sticking with us, and I'll be updating you again a little bit later. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the live Grand Am race on right now. It's about 12:30 in the afternoon, and we finished the track last night, or I should say this morning. I ended up falling asleep again after my last update and was basically out of it. So clearly I have to go back and work on my endurance to be able to spend the whole night awake and as a functional part of the team. So I didn't do that. The scanning guys finished without me, which was no problem. They did a great job. Kevin and Dave worked through the night to get the job done with 2.5 hours to spare before the track was needed for race activities early this morning. So we made it in a very narrow window. I think you're all really going to like this track. If you like road course racing, this place is awesome. And of course, if you like NASCAR racing or Formula One, you're going to love this track too. So this is a really cool addition to our service, and I hope you enjoy it. So now, as you can tell, I've got my Boston Bruins t-shirt on here. Go Bruins! And I'm going to go downstairs to the hotel lobby and go out into Montreal and try to do a few interviews with some Montreal hockey fans. Obviously, we've got a better team than they do, so I'll go see if I can find some trouble that way. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time on iRacingTV.
I'm Josh Parker, driver in the 2012 DWC iRacing Drivers World Championship. I'm also a 2012 number 81 driver of the Deer Stock division at Stafford Motor Speedway. And the reason why I'm driving this year is because a longtime buddy, Mark Richards, who's currently deployed in Afghanistan in the Army, came back for a visit a couple months ago back in March and asked me why I'm not racing in real life, because he heard about my sim racing accomplishments, 2009 iRacing, the inaugural Pro Series Championship, and you know, all different ones. And I told him basically it was money. I don't have enough money, and you know, we spent 2 weeks celebrating his arrival. We went back home, and about a couple weeks after that, I was able to drive a rental race car program for Gary Spinato and Paul here at Stafford. And I enjoyed it so much that Mark heard it over Facebook or whatnot through my brother, how I met Mark. And not even a week later, I was at the gym, and I got a phone call from a 6-digit number. Almost didn't pick up because I thought it was some kind of advertisement or something. And it ended up being Mark, and he offered me money. He offered to buy me a race car, and he offered me everything I need to get myself going from now until I want to stop racing. So basically offered me my career, what I always dreamed to do, and that was drive race cars. And right now I'm going to finish the year in the Deer Stocks and hopefully run next year at Deer Stocks, but after that, who knows? He's already talking about moving up if I do well, and I don't see it coming to an end, and neither does he. He's all for it. And he comes back in February, and that's going to be the first time I've seen him since last March. And his parents are coming out here today for my first race, along with my brother and all our mutual friends. And hopefully we're going to have a good day. So I'm here at Stafford. I just ran my first practice. It took a few laps to get used to the new car that me and Mark just bought. Obviously, of course, the first race I ran here was in a rental race car, so it's a little different. I'm in a little faster car now. I let one of the fastest guys by to learn my line, and after that, the car felt fine. I'm really surprised that we put it up on scales. Last year's setup, we drove it last year. It's a race-winning setup in there, so I mean, the car's really good. We have another practice to get it perfect for me. And then we have a heat race. I got my driver's meeting, and then I got my race at 6:15. So right now the day's looking good. Hopefully we can get a top 10. we're done here from our first night with Richard Parker's LLC Racing. Started off the day with a first practice. I was a little comfortable right away. I wasn't driving too hard, and second practice I figured that out because I was pushing more and I was getting a little tighter. We did a couple air pressure changes, nothing major because we really don't know what we're doing yet. Went out there for the heat race, felt great, the best it felt. Really didn't do much because no matter where I finished, I was starting in the back because I'm a rookie. Feature came and the car was the best, it was. And you know, we went the first 14 laps green, so the field strung out. I got good, consistent laps in. I started off the night a second off pace. I ended off the night 3/10 off the leader. So no, we'll take that for the first night. We had a green-white checker on the last lap. It got a little dicey in one. We were 3 wide a couple times, and someone got turned down and got slammed into my right front tire and sent me in the infield. So don't know where I finished yet. We'll find out tomorrow. Other than a little cosmetic damage on the right front, I think it was a respectable night for our first time out. And we'll be back next week. Maybe we can get another good night.
Thanks for watching this episode of iRacing TV. We'll see you on the track.